I guess there you go. There's a benefit. So working, if you can at least get a job that's within close range.
Yeah.
Versus driving an hour. Like before, when there wasn't too much traffic or gas prices weren't as high, then it was fine. But you're going to have a lot more people now that are seeking out the working from home or seeking out to relocate to a job closer to where they live.
Yeah.
That's the biggest trend that we're going to see. And that probably is why people too are holding out on finding a job, because unless something is really close by, or they will only accept something that is working from home.
Yeah. Well, yeah, with gas prices being as high as they are, which they shouldn't because they weren't for 4 years, which was great.
Yeah.
And now, especially, since we're at war, almost. I mean, by the time this comes out, we could be. You never know.
Well, and that's the other thing I wanted us to talk about with kind of, it all ties together with the anxiety, mental issue side of things over the last couple of years. And then now all the shit that's happening.
World War III, potentially.
Yeah. So.
Which sucks because it's like me, I don't like, and I say this as much as I can, like, I don't like speaking about things that I don't know about because I don't want to sound like an idiot. And I do that enough.
Smart, yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, I don't want to speak. And when it comes to like foreign policy, foreign war stuff like that, like for the most part, I don't really speak on it. Like, and this whole Russia-Ukraine thing and our involvement in NATO and all this, like there's so many pieces to it. And there's so much propaganda on both sides. Like you're hearing that Putin is just crazy and sent his troops in without telling him that they were going to blow stuff up.
Like,
it was
here,
just
you're going to training.
Yeah, exactly. But then there's other people saying that the Ukrainians have like 1 out of 6 Ukrainians in the government are neo-Nazis. And it's just like, what the fuck? And then you see these stories and these videos that everyone props up and puts out, and then 2 days later, oh, that was fake. It's like, I don't even know what to think. All I know is that we are like, so Biden says that we're putting sanctions on Russia, right? So we're putting sanctions on them through NATO and through all this to where, and then everyone's like FIFA and EA Sports is now removing Russian like teams from their games and like all these. Personally, I think it's fucking virtue signaling, like, oh, like whatever. But then. So we're doing sanctions on them, but yet we buy millions of barrels of oil from them. So like when we could just open back up. They
literally have the United States by the balls right now.
Which we weren't. Like before Biden was in office, like we were energy independent. Keystone Pipeline was open. We were doing our own shit. And now we're relying on Russia for our oil. So it's like, how are we going to, like, the biggest sanction we can put on them is just not buying oil from them anymore. Like that, me personally. And then, so not only would that put a sanction on them and influence them to, hey, maybe we're not making that money. So we don't have, like, Russia doesn't have enough money to put into their military to take this action. So why don't, and then also, we're not spending money outward. We're buying American. You know what I mean? We're doing all that stuff. So I mean, say what you want to.
Buy local.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, say what you want to about Trump, but I mean, that was a smart fucking move. And we were paying what, $250?
Yeah.
And now we're paying $450, like in a year. Like, think about that too. We have 3 more years of this fucking.
And that's what's so scary because, everything that I'm hearing, obviously people are kind of in this panic right now and there's lots of different stuff being said. People are like, oh my gosh, it's going to go over $6 and
and it's just, but we got to make sure that, we take care of the Uranian people.
Putin may circle Kyiv with tanks, but he'll never gain the hearts and souls of the Iranian people.
Everyone in Uranus watching this right now.
Yeah.
Butthole.
Well, so with everything going on right now, I kind of know your stance already, but so on a scale of 1 to 10, how panicked are you? And like 10 being like the most panicked, like of needing to be prepared for what could happen here with the economy and the direction we're going in.
And with Biden being in office, I'm at like a 6. Like, I'm over half worried, but at the same time, not as worried as I probably will be within the next 3 years of his administration.
Do you see
No, go ahead.
issues, like if you're looking back at 2008 economy,
Yeah.
kind of more affected to like housing, but looking back at then to now and any type of market crash that we have, do you see that happening?
It kind of
extent?
sucks because I wasn't anywhere financially sound or had any idea about that. Since being married to you and you teaching me a lot more about it.
Well, I was in college, so it really didn't affect me.
Yeah, but I was, getting drunk and high and being in metal bands and touring the country. So it's a little bit different for me, and I didn't pay attention to that stuff. So like I said, I don't like speaking on things that I don't know about. So my opinion on that is like I can't put a relation or tie in something to that because I don't know. I just a dumb fucking kid, you know, like, so I didn't see things the way I see things now, or I didn't notice things like that. And politics weren't a big deal to me back then. I mean, my dad and then, my mom and Ron, they've all, been more conservative, especially my dad. But, and so, when I grew up, I used to listen to Rush Limbaugh in the car and, all this stuff. And so there were a lot of more conservative talking points. I heard it. But then after a while, it's kind of like one of those things like the preacher's daughter is going to, stray because they hear so much and, whatever. And so, so like for a while there, it's like, fuck politics. I don't want to even think about it.
Yeah.
But then as, I'm getting older, I see how much it does play into, and 2016 election and all this stuff. Ever since then,
you'll be listening to the politics, and I'll be listening to the Weather Channel.
Yeah. No, but it just I can't have an educated opinion about that, saying like markets or this and that. But I can say that I do believe that with having someone that is as weak as Biden is and has displayed him as a leader for America and basically made America look weak to everyone else, I do think that provides an advantage for other countries that do have negative intentions.
Hey guys, we here at Till Death Podcast realize that with everything opening up, you might need some new clothes to show off in public. It's scary, I know. But you can rest assured that we've got your back. We have high quality merch and fair prices so you can support your new favorite podcast without breaking the bank. We have a bunch of items to choose from, like this shirt, which is my personal favorite. Oh, it's upside down. See, we got this. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Or, also, this one for the ladies. For my lady, and punch myself in the balls. There we go, it's our old paint splat shirt. We also have tanks, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, yoga pants, beach towels, and even fanny packs. Like this one right here. So just head over to teespring.com/stores and use the promo code NOMOREMASK and you'll get 15% off your entire order. That's No More Mask for 15% off. So what are you waiting for? Just do it! Just do it! Go get one. They're awesome. Do it. Also, head over to solo.to/tilldeathpodcast for all things Till Death and how to stay up to date with all of our content. Babe, thought laundry was your job.
Get all this merch out of my house.
See what I mean?
So, and then, not only does he not fucking remember where he is or what he's doing, or if he has shit in his pants at any time, like that's already enough for people to see that he's weak. But then, or that America's weak because he's the leader, or, Kamala, whatever, she'll just laugh at it. But, then the Afghanistan stuff happens, and that immediately. So not only is our policy weak, is our president weak? Are we trying to put trans people in the military and in our leadership and all that instead of actually putting people that are good at their job? We don't put the fucking penguin in there admiral of fucking this or that. Fucking hate me if you want. I don't fucking care. But she. They look like a penguin. They look like Danny DeVito's the fucking penguin. Yes, yeah. I'm not kidding you at all. And I'll put a picture up right here and you'll see what I mean. But then our military looks weak.
Yeah.
Which is what is supposed to protect us, right? I don't believe that America should be the fucking Team America World Police. You know what I mean? I don't believe that we should be out there going into other countries doing this. The Ukrainian and Russian thing, I honestly don't even believe that we should be there. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that we should have been in Afghanistan. I believe that we should have retaliated against being attacked for 9/11. I do believe that wholeheartedly. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that we should have been in Iraq. I don't believe that we should have been in Afghanistan. I don't believe a lot of things. Now, this is just from my limited knowledge that I know of these situations. I'm sure Nick or James or any military person could have a little bit different of an opinion on it. But from what I think is, I don't think that the military industrial complex that we have needs to be as funded. I think that we need to have a strong military and we need to protect ourselves and make sure that we're taken care of, but we need to take care of ourselves first. Like the biggest thing that made sense to me about when Trump was in office is that it was an America first type policies where we need to take care of ourselves first because, because you can take care of someone. You can like, if you don't take care of yourself enough, then you can't give a bum $1. You know what I mean? Like if you don't pay for your own bills, you don't pay for your own food and your own shit, then you're not going to be able to give someone money that's home. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be very hard if you don't take care of yourself first and you can't help other people. So I don't think that we are in a position right now to where we can take care of ourselves without having to rely on other people. Like we rely on China for trade. We rely on Russia for oil. We rely on so many other people. And so we can't take care of ourselves. So I think we need to focus on ourselves. Does it suck that they're going through that? Yes, it does. But we're going through our own shit too. And if we don't take care of ourselves, we're going to start going through that same revolution type stuff.
Yeah, but here. I don't think there's ever going to be a point in time where we're going to be completely self-sufficient,
Yeah, well, exactly. So you need to keep lines open to where you can work with people, but it's not like I'm helping you out. You know what I mean? Like, so Chris Martis, right, who... actually, there's a bunch of cool stuff coming out with him. He's got a new band or project called Rust, and actually, Till Death Studios is doing a lyric video for him right now. So it should be out by the time that this podcast comes out. But he's been my friend, my buddy for forever, man, for 10 years. And he was the singer for Hero and Me, my old band and project that I had, and he went through a gnarly breakup, and it's weird. It's almost like I did that for someone else who was living in this room with the same name that I had. But no, I've always been, you help your friends. You help the people that need help, that are in your life, that you respect and that you care about, right? So he was going through a crazy breakup, like insane. And it just came up on my Facebook feed today. I reposted it saying like, hey dude, like even if we're, half country away, then I'm still here for you. I still love you, Rhodes. I'm glad we're not in this situation, because he was basically kicked out of his apartment because he was living with this chick, and she fucked around on him and cheated on him, and then he was just not in the right headspace. I mean, I don't know, if like doing blow and getting drunk with Sketchy Jesus over here was the best choice, but at least it was a friend. It was someone, and so I let him live in my apartment. And for months, and I just took care of my friend because I was able to. Now, if I didn't have a place or I didn't have the ability to help him out, I would still try as a friend and be like, talk to my other friends and be like, hey, do you got a place for this dude? Because he's going through some shit. Like he needs some help. You know what I mean? But I had a spot, just like when we had Ian Pearson here, and we had a place. He was going through this trifling ass bitch. And so we helped him out, it kind of fucked us in the end with that. But, at the same time, you have to, if you have the ability to help, I think you should. Does that mean that you have to? No. But I think that we should help if we can. But if we can't take care of ourselves, like if we didn't have this place and have an extra room, then we wouldn't have been able to do that. you know? So I don't know. It's such a nuanced discussion where when it comes to what I think America should do, I think I have the knowledge to speak about it, but I don't know what the Russian-Ukrainian interaction, so I don't want to, I don't like to speak about that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What is your...
I literally, you know me, I am not a big fan of politics, so I completely stay out of that because that triggers my anxiety and stress levels.
Yeah.
So I just choose not to be a part of it.
Oh, I know.
Honestly.
I when I start talking about it, I see your eyes just like... You're like, husband, I listen to you.
Yeah, that was my least favorite topic in school. So I was like, ugh,
I'm kind of retarded.
I'll take math instead.
What's going on, guys? You just watched a clip of the Till Death podcast. Thank you for your support. Make sure you click the subscribe button down here. Click one of the videos, one right here or one right down here. You just, like Biden, you just got to keep punching at it and punching at it and punching at it.
Come on, man.
Damn.